The richest in Rome, circa 140, were all senators, the ruling nobility. Except for one. Gaius Appuleius Diocles was the son of a teamster from far-flung Lusitania, and throughout his career he would come to receive 26,000 kilograms of gold, over $1 billion in today's value. He was known and beloved by the public. He was not a politician, a poet, an actor, or a warrior. He was a racing driver, the most decorated and accomplished racer of all time, having won 1,462 documented chariot races in his career. As long as humans have gathered in mass, they have reveled in the simple joy of watching one of their peers go faster than everyone else. Today, hundreds of thousands of people around the world cheer in sunny grandstands, camp near dirt trails through the woods, and even brave the snow to watch our modern-day Diocles, motorsport in all its forms. Motorsport is as diverse as the countries worldwide that host it. To many Americans, racing takes place on stadium ovals with heavily modified stock cars that trace their lineage all the way back to Prohibition bootleggers. Kenyan racer Manveer Singh Baryan has won 2 straight African rally championships, driving a Czech Skoda Fabia R5, winning in South Africa, Zambia, Uganda, and Tanzania. But for most of motorsport's century of history, the highest winnings, fastest speeds, and most skilled drivers have been found in Grand Prix racing, Formula One. Formula One cars don't look like anything on the road. Low to the ground, constructed almost entirely out of carbon fiber, and pushing 1,000 horsepower, the modern Formula One car is a purpose-built instrument for the best pilots in the world to fling around tracks and street circuits at over 200 miles an hour. To want to race is a kind of insanity. To race in Formula One, you have to trust your machine. Aerodynamic downforce presses down on the car with more than 3 times its weight, a necessary precaution against these cars simply taking flight like planes. Brakes in Formula One push the limit of materials science, running hotter than the surface of the sun and bringing a car from 120 miles per hour to a complete stop in just 65 meters. These cars have massive and dedicated engineering teams. F1 isn't just the pinnacle of driving. It's a competition that involves engineering, strategy, logistics, and occasionally even meteorology. The 2019 Formula One season is one of the most exciting in recent memory, and currently sits at its halfway point. Lewis Hamilton, the 5-time world champion and first black driver in Formula One, is pushing the limits in his quest to be the greatest of all time. Meanwhile, new talents from across the globe wait in the wings on the youngest grid ever, waiting for their chance to dethrone the old guard. This is The Undercut, a podcast about motorsport from a new perspective. In this episode, we'll recap the first half of the Formula One season, looking at every team and driver, and prepare new fans to join us on the journey to crown the next world champion.